Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a great weekend so far. I wanted to come on today because I wanted to do a tutorial using our new Peach Bite palette. Guys, this palette's so pretty. It just got released on the 1st of this month. This is the packaging, the outside packaging. It's so cute. And this is the actual product. So it is gorgeous, beautiful palette. You get 3 pans inside the palette, and that is what we're going to use today. We're going to use this as eyeshadow. I'm also going to use it as blush and highlight. So we're going to use it pretty much for our whole entire face. Now on my face already, I have already gone in with our VFX Pro Strobe Primer. Now guys, you know the routine. Primer is really important. Primer is going to be that base that's going to create the base that you need to put everything else on top. So what the primer is going to do is it's going to help to fill in those fine lines and wrinkles and pores and give you a more flawless start to anything that you put on top. So it's going to help to make your foundation look a lot nicer, a lot more flawless, a lot smoother, and that's the purpose of the primer. That's why it's so important to use a primer. We do have 2. Today I went in with the strobe, which is the purple one, which is good for the luminous look, or you can go in with our silver tube, this one, and that's going to give you a more matte look. Both will fill in pores and fine lines and wrinkles, and both are good for all skin types, so you can use either or. It's just a preference of what you want your end result to look like. Do you want a more dewy luminous look, or do you want a more matte look? Okay, so I already have the purple primer on my face, and today I'm going to go in with a CC cream. This is a color correcting balm. It is a little bit of a thicker texture. This is going to be good to cover up any redness, any sunspots, any imperfections that you have on your skin that you want to cover up. It's going to even out your skin tone. It's going to start you off with a beautiful, even toned base to build off of. You do get light to medium coverage with this, depending on how many layers you put on and how much you're trying to cover. It comes in light, light to medium, medium, and then dark. So you do have quite a few shades to choose from. And again, it is a CC cream. So I'm going to start off with that. And I am using the shade light to medium, which is a pretty good match for me. Now, if for some reason you have a hard time, one's not exactly the color you need, you can mix 2 shades together, or you can always build it up by putting on a, going in with a bronzer or a darker face perfecting powder, and you can deepen it up that way. So no worries if you can't find the perfect match, it's fine. There's plenty of ways to build up and deepen the color. So what we're going to do is I'm going in with a damp beauty blender, and I just start to pounce that into my skin. I put on a light layer and then I build up from there. Because you can always add, but it's harder to take away. So if you end up putting too much, it can start to look heavy, and you don't want that. You want a nice natural look to your skin. You want it to be that no makeup look. So always start with less than you think you're gonna need, because these products, you really don't need a whole lot to get a good amount of coverage. And when you're doing your nose, you do want to go inside those crevices on the sides of your nose. You want to make sure that you're blending that in. You want to make sure that you're blending down your jawline and onto your neck, so you're not getting any harsh lines. There's nothing worse than seeing a dark line of foundation that just stops right there. It's not attractive. You really don't want that. So you need to be conscious of that. Other than that, pretty much anything else goes. Makeup's a personal preference. You do whatever the way you want to, whatever products, whatever products you want to use in the order that you want to use them in, I should say. So there's like, you can do eyes first, you can do your face first, you can do your brows first. Like, there's no rules or regulations on what you have to do first. You just need to know that you have good products and a little bit of practice. That's all it takes. Good products and practice. So I'm going in and I'm making sure that this is all blended and it's not sitting in my hairline, that you're not seeing all kinds of makeup in my hairline. Usually what I'll do is I'll take the clean end of my beauty blender and I will just go up with it. That way, if there is any makeup, it will blend in and it will not be noticeable. Let me just get my little baby hairs out of the way. So yeah, so products obviously are very important. You want to use good products on your skin. You want to have good skincare, and Pharmacy offers both. We have amazing skincare, guys, and we also have amazing makeup products. Now, all our products meet European standards. We ban over 1,300 chemicals and ingredients that otherwise the United States allows in products. So that's always really important and very good to know about the product, because it takes about 26 seconds for products to sink into your skin. So you definitely want to be mindful of what you're putting on your skin, okay? Product and what's in the products are very important. You can love the colors, you can get caught up in the hype of all the new palettes that come out and seeing other people and all that. You can do that, but in the end, it's going to come back to bite you in the butt, because you're going to end up putting products on that aren't good for your skin and probably won't last as long. They're not probably going to look as good on you because they're probably not made as well as other products are. And again, our products are really, really well made. They're very high quality and they're very good for your skin. So we have one light coat of our CC cream on, and as you can see, that gave me pretty good coverage. Now you could go in and actually put more on some of the areas that you can still see. I have still a little bit of stuff peeking through, so you could go in with another coat, or what you can do is, what I usually do is I will go in with just a tiny bit more on the areas that cause me the most issues, okay? And that's always right here for me. That's usually where those varicose veins will still pop out, the sunspots, and my rosacea. So I will go in and just tap on a little bit more onto those two areas. The rest of my skin really is actually very clear. I don't have issues like with the rest of my skin. I'm very fortunate. I don't have acne. So it's really just these two areas for me. So as you can see, doing one more light coat really makes a huge difference. And because I used the primer that I used, you can see, you still see luminosity peeking through. You can still see a nice glow to my skin, which is really good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take any powder, any pressed powder that you want, okay? We have a ton of pressed powders. We have different shades, different types. We have a CC powder, a BB powders. We have face perfecting powders. We have so many, so there's plenty to choose from. It's preference, whatever you want to use, choose that, and then choose whatever shade you want to go in with. I'm going to go in today with neutral medium. It's number 03, and I'm going to use that just to set my eyelids with. I do not set my entire face, but you can. It's totally up to you, but I like a more dewy look, so I do not set my entire face with powder. I just do my eyelids. and a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot of powder to set your eyelids. Now, this is where I was talking about as far as if you have a foundation that you're using that is maybe a little too light for you, now's the time where you can use either a bronzer or a powder that is one shade darker than what you're using, and you can go in and use that to deepen and darken up your skin a little bit, add some warmth into it so that your face will match your neck, because you always want to make sure that your neck and your face match. You don't want it to be two different colors, so you want to be conscious of making sure that this and this match as closely as possible. So if you're tan, if you self-tan and your body is a lot darker, but you don't tan your face, then what you do is you'd want to go up a shade in foundation and then pick a powder that's going to add that warmth in. And then you can go in with bronzer and even deepen your skin tone a little bit more and add that more bronzed look so that your face will now match the color of your body. So the more you tan, the darker you are as far as your tan goes, the deeper you're going to want to go into for colors for your face. Okay, does that make sense? So that's the scoop on that. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with, where's my brushes? Right here. These are our double-ended brushes, guys. These are $6.90. They're amazing. They're wicked soft. They are good to do highlight, contour, powders, blush. This is awesome to contour over here, a little bit here. You can use this for so many things, and then of course for eyeshadow. So today I'm going to go in my crease first with a blush, and this blush is in the shade 03. It is called Biscuit, and that's what it looks like. And I'm going to put that in my crease just to start a little bit of a transition shade. And this is a really pretty, like, brownish peachy nude. So it's very neutral. It's not going to be overpowering. It's going to blend in really well with any color that you put with it. So it's a beautiful transition and base shade. And we're just going to work that into our crease. And this is going to be, like I said, pretty much a monochromatic, like all peach look. Sorry for leaning over, guys. I'm looking in my vanity mirror. And Biscuit's such a pretty color too. It's a beautiful all over eyelid color. Like you could just put this on, pop some mascara on, and it gives you a beautiful eye look. And I'm going to actually bring that color up a little bit above my crease. Just a little bit. Okay, so we have that as our base. Now we're going to go into our peach palette. So we're going to go into the crease with this darker shade. So I'm going to start putting that in the crease. And then I'm going to start putting that on the outer corner of my eye. And start building that depth on that outer corner. And this is going to give you a beautiful, like, dark to light look on your eye. So you're going to get a pretty neutral look, but with a little bit of a smoky effect almost on the outer corner. And guys, I can tell you already this palette is gorgeous. This is like my type of palette. Definitely. Like my kind of colors because I love the neutrals, and this is just giving me all that and more. So now we're gonna go in on this eye, and we're gonna start to build that outer corner here. Make sure you're tapping off. You definitely want to tap off. And I'm just like moving my brush around a little bit to really get that color onto the corners, the outer corner of my eye. And again, this is going to give you a really pretty neutral look. Okay. It's a really soft color scheme. Let me just wipe that excess off. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade on the end onto the lids. And again, actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch brushes, you guys. I'm going to go in with this brush. Now it's just more of a flat shader brush. And I am going to start putting that on my lid. Now, if you wanted it to be a little bit more intense, you could wet your brush first and do it that way. Okay. So I'm just putting that on the lid. It's so pretty, guys. So pretty. Okay, so now that's on the lid. I'm gonna go up a little bit in the crease with that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the highlight shade now. And I'm going to put that also on my lid right over that color that we just placed on there. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna go in with my finger for that. And I'm just gonna tap it right on top of that color that we just put. And I'm keeping it on the inner part. So I'm not going all the way out to the outer corner. I'm just keeping it on the inner part of my eye. And like I said, you could always wet your brush and intensify, especially the highlight if you wanted to intensify that highlight shade. Okay, now let me see. Let me actually wet my brush for a minute. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go in and just wet my brush and intensify that highlight just a little bit on the inner part of the eye. And I'm just pressing it in. Okay. You can use water, you could use setting spray, whatever you want. Let me wet that again. And go on and place that right there. So I'm kind of like pressing and going over a little bit. Okay. And then I want that highlight shade to like really pop. So now I'm just going back in with my finger because now I've placed a good amount with the brush. Now I'm going to go back over with my finger and just place that highlight shade exactly where I want it and build it up a little bit. You can never have too much highlight, guys. Okay. So pretty. So, so pretty. Can you see that? That's beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to go and we're going to go underneath our eyes with a little tiny, hold on guys, let me get my little tiny brush, and we're going to go back into the darker color, and we're going to put that on the underneath lower lash. Going to connect it to the corner, the outer corner, and we're just going to go and connect that. And then what you can do is you can go in with the lighter shade at the end, so this one, and you can put that on the inner corner part and connect it to the brown. And I bring it right into the inner corner and I bring it in halfway so we're meeting that darker color. So you're kind of mimicking what you've done on the top. And then what you can do is you can go in with the highlight shade and pop a little bit of that right on the inner corner. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go in with, let's see, do I want to, I feel like I look a little pale, but I really don't want to put a lot of bronzer, so let me see, what can I do? What do I want to do? I don't want to put powder, so what I am going to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer, I think, just a tiny, tiny bit of bronzer, just to give a little bit of warmth to my skin. I feel like I look a little bit washed out. So let me see. I'm gonna go in with our bronzer. That's our bronzer. It is Humongous. And I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth back into my face because I feel like I look a little pale. So we're going to bring that bronzer down the neck and a little bit over here just to darken that up a little bit. You got to be careful when you're doing bronzer, guys, because you can go overboard really easily and make yourself look too dark and not blended well. Like it can come out almost looking muddy or patchy if you don't blend it out well. So you want to really be blending very well. So you can see that just warmed up the skin a little bit. I did it over here. I brought it down my neck. So now we just want to go in and make sure that that's all blended. Down my neck. Okay. And that's all blended nicely up top. And that just warmed it up a little bit. So now you can see I don't look as pale as I did a moment ago. Okay, so now we're going to go in and we're going to take the color, this one, and we're going to put that as our blush, and I'm going to use the double-ended brush to put that on. And I'm just putting that on the apples of my cheeks. You can bring it up if you want to, all the way up into towards your hairline, or you can leave it just on the apples of your cheeks, and you can build it up. You can make it as bright, as dark, as light as you want. It's all up to you. I don't like a lot of blush, so I tend to keep it very neutral, very light. Okay. Then what you're going to do is we're going to go in now with another type of brush, and I'm going to go into the highlighted shade, and we're going to pop a little bit of highlight on our cheekbones. And that's going to go right here. And as I put it on, I kind of rotate my brush a little bit so that it blends it in. So that it gives a really smooth looking application. And then you can bring a little bit down the center of your nose, a little bit above your Cupid's bow, a little bit on the forehead if you want a more bronzy, like a more glowy look. Okay. And then you can always go back in with a fluffy brush and just make sure that that's all blended in. No harsh lines. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with mascara. I'm going to go in with Zen. This is one of our most popular mascaras. It's $8.90, guys. It's amazing. And it has vitamin E in it. It's really good for your lashes. It's going to give you length, volume, definition. It's going to give you pigment. It's just a perfect, great, all-around mascara. And I usually just go in with one coat, but it's definitely buildable. It will not get clumpy on you. It's just a really, really good mascara. And for $8.90, you cannot beat that. And I've had customers tell me that they are currently using like $50 mascaras, $40 mascaras, and that this is way better than what they were using, and they're saving a ton of money. And they also were like, well, they were using their products after it had expired because they couldn't bear to waste the product because they were paying so much. So they were using mascara that was technically too old to be using still, because you really are supposed to replace your mascara every 3 months. So, and at $8.90, that's a steal when you break that up times by 3 months, divide that by 3 months. That is incredible. It's like the price of a coffee every month. So it is definitely a good choice. And it's a great starter mascara too, because the wand is so easy to use. So even if you're not used to makeup or you're just starting out with makeup, the brush is extremely easy to use. And I actually need to open my new one because I've had this one now for, I think, 4 months. Almost 4 months. So, okay, and now we're gonna go in with the other eye. So, the other thing I wanted to bring up, you guys, was I've had a lot of people telling me that they love to watch the videos, but that it's really hard to get a good look at the video because I tape on my phone. I videotape on my phone. So the picture is really skinny. It's like the size of my phone screen. So I know it's a lot harder for people to watch the video, even on YouTube, because it's such a small picture that you're seeing. So I have ordered a new camera, and I hope that that's going to help, because the camera is going to give me a full screen and not just that half screen like my phone does. So hopefully within a couple of weeks that will be in, and I can start recording using the camera, and the picture quality will be better. You'll be able to see the video better because you'll be able to have a full screen. So I have heard I've heard your concerns, and I've been listening to you guys and what you'd like to see and the changes and things that could make the page better and help to show the products better. And that's what I'm looking to do. So thank you so much to everybody who has messaged me and said, it would really help us a lot if you could do this, or if you could do that, or can you do a video on this? Could you go a little bit slower? Could you explain more and things like that? So always send me, any kind of suggestions that help you, because I want you guys to be able to see the products. I want this to be a channel that you go to because you're getting really good videos that are giving you all the information that you're looking for. So anything that you need me to change or you'd like to see me try and do differently, just let me know, and I'll do my best to accommodate. So now I'm just going in on those bottom lower lashes. It's so hot out today, guys. It's insane. Ugh. It's that really heavy, muggy, humid air. And I hate it because I have such a hard time like breathing when it's like that. It's terrible. I was gonna go out and do errands, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it, because with the mask on, oh heck no. No. I'm having a hard time breathing in my house, and I have air conditioning on. My allergies have been so bad. So that's not helping matters. Okay, I'm just fanning out these lower lashes because for some reason they don't want to cooperate today. You ever have that, guys? Like one day it's like you'll have a really good lash week, and then it's like all of a sudden they just don't want to cooperate. They just give you a hard time, and it's always like the same ones. And I am so fussy when it comes to my mascara. Like, it has to be perfect. It has to be, or it drives me insane. All right, let me just go in and fix that a little bit. Okay. That's another little trick I use. I'll take the brush that I use to do my lower lash line, and it will still have a little bit of product on it, and then as you're cleaning up under the lashes, if you have a little smudge, you can also go over those lashes, and because you have a little bit of product, it usually will go in and separate it really nicely. Okay, so so far that's our eye look, guys. Now what you could do if you wanted to, you could go in underneath your brow bone and go in also with a little bit of that highlight shade and mix it with a little bit of the lighter color in the palette. So you want to go in with, mix these two together and put that under your brow bone. just to have a little something there. Okay. Now, guys, let's do some lips. I am going to go in with, let me see, what colors we going to go in with. I want to see if I have, hold one moment, please. One moment, please. I'm looking for one in particular one, and I don't even know if I have it because I think I gave it to somebody that really, really liked the color, and I said, oh, I'll give it to her because I can order another one. But I did not. All right, let's see. Let's see what this one is. All right, we have two choices. We could go in with a dark lip, which we could go in with that, which is really dark. Or we can go in with skin and a liquid gloss, lip gloss over top. So we have two choices. Because the eye is so neutral, we could definitely get away with going in with this, but that's really dark. So if we want to keep it light and airy, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with 201, which is in our liquid matte in skin, and you're going to put that on your lip. As your base. Okay, these are really nice. They don't dry your lips out. They don't get cakey. They go on beautifully, and then they just dry down to a matte finish. And we have so many colors to choose from, guys. Okay, now let that dry for a second. And then we're going to go in with our Sparkle Lip Gloss in 02, which is a pretty peachy gold. And we're going to go on top of the skin, liquid matte. And guys, the lip glosses smell like straight up fresh cherries. Strawberries. I got cherries on my mind. I just bought cherries. But yeah, just as if you were having a fresh bowl of strawberries. It smells so good. Okay, so it just gives a beautiful, beautiful lip look. It's gorgeous. Like in person, it has a little bit of gold peeking through. It matches beautifully with our eye look. Like you couldn't get any better if you tried. So absolutely gorgeous. Now, like I said, you could go in with a deeper lip if you wanted to go in with that and make it go from morning, afternoon to an evening look. Keep your eye look the same way and then just add a deeper lip color, and that will make it a dramatic look. So if you want to go like for a date night, night out with the girls, simply just take that off and pop on a darker, more seductive like lip look. But yeah, so that's the color scheme. It's so pretty. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me wipe this off. And if you guys want to see maybe what I'll do after when I take pictures, I'll take a picture with this one and then with this one for you guys so you can see the difference. So let me recap for you guys. We went in with strobe primer. We went in with the CC cream in light to medium. From there, we set our eyes with our pressed powder in 0 through 3 neutral medium. Then we did a little bit a bronzer to just warm up our skin a little bit and add a little bit of deepness to it because it was a little bit too pale for me. I was feeling a little washed out, so it just add that warmth back, gave me a little bit of depth and some warmth, so that made it much nicer. I feel like my face matches my body better now. Then in the crease, we went in with 03 Biscuit, which is a blush, and we went in as our base on our eyes with this first. Then we went in with our Peach Bite Trio palette. So we used all 3 on our eyes. Then we used this as an inner corner and as our face highlight, and this as our blush. Beautiful palette, guys. You have to get this palette. It is gorgeous. And then we used Zen mascara. And then we went in with Liquid Matte 201 and 02 in our Sparkle Lip Gloss. And that gave us this look. And I'm so in love with it. This is just, to me, a beautiful, natural, glowy, bronzy look. I really do love it. This is probably going to be my new absolute favorite palette. I love this in the 3-in-1, but definitely this is a Charlotte palette, no doubt. Like, it's just everything that I like in a palette. It's soft, it's neutral, it's just beautiful. So I'm so happy that I got this palette. Now, I do have a giveaway going on right now today. It's a host to post. So if you go on to Charlotte's Cosmetics and More and you share the post in regards to this palette on your wall for one day, you'll be entered into the giveaway to win your very own Peach Bite palette. So all the information's on my Facebook page at Charlotte's Cosmetics and More, so go check that out. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, all you have to do is share the post on your wall and then write your name down below on my post so I know that you did so, and I'll enter your name into the giveaway. And let's see what else. And if you want to shop any of these products, please visit my virtual online catalog at www.pharmacyus.com/Charlotte Cardoso 2. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'll get right back to you. And if you want to sign up as a beauty influencer with this company and be part of my team, please private message me on Facebook and I will get you all set and send you the link that you need to go get signed up. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, I knew that was coming. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so if that's something you want to do, private message me and we'll talk, and I'll get you the link that you'll need to get started and answer all your questions, and we'll get you up and running as soon as we can. So yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Have a great week ahead. I hope that you have some reasons to smile and laugh this coming week. And I hope you have a great week at work if you're back at work. And yeah, so thank you so much for coming on and watching this video with me and spending some time with me. I always appreciate it. And if you can, always like and share my posts, like them, love them is even better. And just spread the word. Word of mouth is great. So if you know anybody that you think would be interested in these products or this company, or that would be interested in watching my videos and learning more about the products, if you could send them over to me, that would be great. And let me know that you did, and I'll enter your name into my like and share giveaways that I do all the time. And obviously, the more times you like and share, the better chances you have of winning the prizes. And as always, my giveaways never require a purchase, so feel free to enter as many times as you want. And yeah, so thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look, and I will be back tomorrow with another look. Thank you, guys. Bye.